What if one man could rise from an ordinary noble family and change the destiny of an entire empire, only to lose everything at the very peak of his power? This is the story of ambition, courage, war, politics, betrayal, and tragedy. This is the life of one of the most powerful and influential figures in human history. Long ago, in ancient times, there was a powerful civilization called Rome. Rome was not just a city, it was a vast empire that controlled huge parts of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Life in Rome was intense and competitive. Power decided everything. Rich families fought for control. Generals fought for glory. Politicians fought for influence. In this world, only the strongest minds and the strongest wills could survive. In this dangerous and competitive world, a boy was born who would one day change the course of history forever. His name was Julius Caesar. Caesar was born in 100 BC into a noble Roman family. His family had respect in history, but they were not extremely powerful in the politics of Rome at that time. Rome itself was unstable. The government was full of corruption. Political violence was common, and powerful leaders constantly fought each other for control. From a very young age, Caesar showed signs of intelligence and curiosity. While other children played simple games, he studied language, philosophy, history, and military strategy. He wanted to understand how power worked, how leaders rise, how empires expand, and how people are controlled. But his early life was not safe or peaceful. Rome was a dangerous place for ambitious young men. Political enemies could appear anywhere, and even a small mistake could lead to death. At one point in his youth, Caesar was forced to leave Rome to protect himself from powerful political rivals. This experience changed him deeply. He learned that in Rome, survival required intelligence, patience, and strategy. But instead of becoming fearful, Caesar became more determined. He promised himself that one day he would return stronger and take control of his destiny. As he grew older, Caesar joined the Roman army. This was the turning point of his life. In the army, he quickly proved himself to be brave, disciplined, and intelligent. He was not a general who stayed behind safe walls. Instead, he fought alongside his soldiers, sharing their dangers and hardships. This made him extremely popular among his troops. They respected him because he did not treat them as tools of war, but as partners. However, Caesar was not only brave, he was also extremely intelligent. On the battlefield, he understood situations faster than others. He could predict enemy movements, identify weaknesses, and create strategies that led to victory even in difficult conditions. Because of his success, his reputation began to grow across Rome. After gaining military experience, Caesar entered politics. This was a much more dangerous battlefield. The Roman Senate was filled with powerful and wealthy men who constantly competed for control of the state. In politics, loyalty was rare and betrayal was common. Caesar understood something important. In Rome, real power came from both the army and political influence, so he carefully built alliances with influential leaders. He used diplomacy, negotiation, and intelligence to strengthen his position. Slowly, his name became more powerful in both military and political circles. One of the most important phases of Caesar's life began when he was given command over Roman forces in a region called Gaul. Gaul was a large and wild territory in Europe, known today as France and surrounding areas. The tribes there were strong, independent, and fierce warriors. Many Roman leaders feared this region, but Caesar saw opportunity where others saw danger. For almost 10 years, Caesar led military campaigns in Gaul. These wars were long, brutal, and exhausting. The tribes knew the land better and fought with great courage. But Caesar used discipline, organization, and intelligence to defeat them step by step. He built strong military camps, trained his soldiers carefully, and adapted his strategies based on the enemy. Battle after battle, Caesar expanded Roman territory. His victories brought wealth and glory to Rome. But more importantly, they made him a legend. During this time, Caesar wrote detailed reports about his campaigns. These writings were not just military records, they were powerful political tools. They showed his intelligence and leadership. people in Rome read about his victories and began to admire him deeply. But success always creates fear. As Caesar's power increased, the Roman Senate began to worry. Many senators believed Caesar was becoming too powerful. They feared that he might overthrow the Republic and become a king. In Rome, the idea of a king was deeply hated because the Romans had removed their monarchy long ago. Tension between Caesar and the Senate continued to grow. Eventually, the Senate gave him a final order. He must return to Rome and give up his army. This was not a fair request, it was a trap. If Caesar obeyed, he would lose everything. If he refused, he would be declared an enemy of the state. At that moment, Caesar stood at the edge of a small river called the Rubicon. This river marked the boundary between his province and Rome. Crossing it with an army meant declaring war on Rome itself. After a moment of silence, Caesar made his decision. He crossed the Rubicon. With that single action, history changed forever. A civil war began. Caesar marched forward with confidence. His enemies tried to stop him, but his leadership and strategy were too strong. City after city fell under his control. Many of his opponents fled in fear. His power grew rapidly as he moved closer to Rome. After years of conflict, Caesar emerged victorious. He returned to Rome as the most powerful man in the empire. The Senate had no choice but to accept his dominance. He was declared dictator, giving him full control over the Roman state. But Caesar did not rule like a typical tyrant. Instead of focusing only on power, he introduced reforms. He improved laws, reduced debt, helped the poor, and reorganized government systems. He worked to bring stability to a city that had been torn apart by war and corruption. Because of these actions, many ordinary citizens supported him. Life in Rome became more stable, and Caesar's popularity grew even stronger. However, inside the Senate, fear was growing. Some senators believed Caesar did not intend to give up power. They feared he wanted to become a king. In Roman tradition, kingship was seen as a threat to freedom. This fear slowly turned into hatred and conspiracy. Even some of Caesar's closest allies began to turn against him. They believed that killing him was the only way to save the Roman Republic. On March 15th, known as the Ides of March, Caesar entered the Senate building like any normal day. Everything seemed normal. Senators greeted him. Nothing looked unusual. But inside their minds, a deadly plan was already prepared. As Caesar sat down, a group of senators surrounded him. Suddenly, they attacked him with knives. It was a coordinated assassination. Caesar tried to defend himself, but there were too many attackers. He was stabbed multiple times. In his final moments, he reportedly saw one of his closest friends among the attackers. Shocked and betrayed, he is believed to have said, "Even you, Brutus?" Then Julius Caesar fell. The most powerful man in Rome was gone. After his death, Rome did not become peaceful. Instead, chaos returned immediately. Civil war broke out once again as different leaders fought for control of the empire. The Republic collapsed into instability. Eventually, Caesar's adopted heir, Augustus, rose to power. He became the first Roman emperor, marking the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. Ironically, the men who killed Caesar to save the Republic ended up destroying it completely. Julius Caesar's life remains one of the greatest stories in human history. He rose from a young noble boy to the most powerful man in Rome. He changed the structure of an entire empire and left a legacy that influenced politics, leadership, and history for thousands of years. His story teaches us that ambition can create greatness, but it can also bring danger. Power can inspire loyalty, but also fear, and even the strongest leaders in history are never completely safe from betrayal. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell icon, and stay with us, because every story we share reveals something history never truly hides.